Hello lovelies, you're welcome to Tec Mom channel. I think we should be having drum rolls, drum roll stuff, to just officially and properly welcome me each time you see my face. So welcome to Tec Mom TV. My name is Olivia. You can call me Tec Mom Olivia. Those that I love and those that love me call me Tec Mom Olivia. Makes me feel some kind of way. So welcome to my channel. So good to have you each week, each time, watching my videos and engaging as well. Your engagement means a lot to me. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your friends and family that you know will be needing it. It will be so much joy. You're spreading the good news and you are helping someone. So on this video, we are still in permanent residence application process, and we are talking processes. The last time we spoke about proof of funds and every other kind of fund you need to spend, and the WES application. On this video, we are going to be looking at IELTS, the IELTS English test, and we are also going to look at registering and getting your medical assessment done. Don't go nowhere. Shut it. So, like I said before, you saw that intro. Yeah, you saw my intro, right? Today we are talking about the process for medicals and the process for writing the English test. I'll be starting with the process for the English test. So I took about 3 weeks, or let me just say a month, to prepare for my English test. You remember I mentioned in my previous video that we initially wanted to start this process in 2017. Yes. Okay, so in that 2017 I also took one English test, but then this whole process was so strange to me. We tried using agents, so basically, or family members that wanted to help, or friends. So basically all they'll tell you is, you need to go and write this exam, we go to write. You need to do this, we go to do. And at that time my husband and I went to write the English test in Enugu, Nigeria, and we used whether it was one day to read for the test, and got there and wrote it. Should I say we failed? No, we didn't fail, but we did not reach, like I said before, the needed score is 6 points across the bands, across all components of the test. But we had 6. No, I didn't have 6. I had 7, 7.5, and I had 8. And so we didn't fail, but as you progress in the point, it helps your score grow. Your general score in the system will be boosted up to, as if most of these components actually improve your score. We are going to make a different videos discussing how the scores is computed, how you can check your score, and just generally know where you stand. Then we'll tell you how all these different components affect your score. But today we're talking about IELTS. So yes, we wrote in 2017. My overall band was 7.5. So I didn't fail. I was very well placed, but like I needed to do better in listening. I did list. I had 7 in listening, but I needed to have 8 or 8.5 in listening. And another thing is, this certification expires after 2 years. So by 2021 we're ready to start. The one of 2017 had already expired, so we needed to take another test. For this time we took it more serious. A friend who was already way up in the process added us to an IELTS preparatory group, where we joined other people that were preparing to write the test and to take the test, and we studied with them. We watch YouTube videos. We just generally prepare better for the test the second time. I think I had more time to prepare for the test because at that time I was working from home. It allowed me able to juggle studying and working very well. I just had to know how to plan my schedule around both. So it helped me a lot. So basically, you go to either British Council or MOD test, IDP MOD test. That I can't remember what the abbreviations are, but we have the British Council and the IDP MOD test. So those are the two that are taken in Nigeria. I think there are others, TOEFL, something like that, but these are the two that I'm familiar with and the ones I took. So for the first time we took British Council, the second time I took IDP MOD, and my husband took British Council still. So what we did was we registered for the test and go, just like creating a profile in any platform you go to, you create profile, they give you means of paying, you pick a date that you would love to write, pick a city you would love to write in. Like most serious international bodies exam, there are limited cities in countries where you can write them. Like in Nigeria, there are actually limited cities. I think the ones I know of was Port Harcourt, Asaba, we had Enugu, Abuja, Lagos, just major cities. I think we had in Ibadan too, just major cities at that time. So my test was to be taken in, the first one, like I said, I was in Cross River State, so I took it in Enugu. But this second one, I was in Abuja, so I registered to take it in Abuja. There are different centers in Abuja, so I was just giving one of the centers. So after you have registered, the day 2 will help you with some materials that you go and start reading for. The test components are 4. You're going to be tested in your English listening skills, your English writing skill, your English speaking skill. The 4th one is your reading skill, and you're going to be graded according to how you perform. So of course that is it may sound like it is just English. The best of us have done so poorly in the initial times that they took the test for granted, and everybody had to run back to drawing board and say no, it wasn't as easy as I thought, and we do better. There are tricks and strategy to this thing. You just have to study, follow patterns. You have access to a lot of past questions. You have IELTS 1, 2, 3. As at the time I was writing, it was already to 18, 19. I'm sure it's now up to 20, 21, 22, 23. Different people compiling past questions of IELTS or just simulating questions that are similar to what IELTS would ask. So you just study them, do constant practice. You have on YouTube, you have different links you can just follow. If you just Google IELTS, you'll be bombarded with so many materials. Then in Nigeria too, I know there are people that offer these courses, training on how to answer IELTS questions and give you opportunity to do mock exams and take mock tests. They grade you and tell you what you did good, what you did bad. In the reading part, it is to read comprehensive passages and answer questions. The listening part, you wear a headphone, talk, listen to conversation and answer questions concerning those conversations. The writing, I wrote the general test. They have the general and the academic. I wrote for the possible purpose of immigration, you write the general. For the purpose of schooling, you write the academic. So since I was doing immigration, I did general. So for the writing test, I wrote a letter first, and then the second one was to write an article. Yes, write an article discussing a particular topic. And then for the speaking, you sit in front of someone who interviews you. Yes, like an interview. He or she wants to see how you communicate, how confident you are talking with people, and basically they grade you. And that is it for the test. So after the test day, you wait for say 10 days, 13 days. You wait 13 days and get your results. If you wrote pen on paper, we have pen on paper and we have computer based. Some people wrote computer based. Computer based comes out faster, 5 working days, 5 to 7 working days thereabout. Your results will be out. But if you write pen on paper, it takes 13 working days or 13 days and the results will be out. So yes, that is it for IELTS exam. And when your result is out, you know whether you aced it, and like I said, to boost your points, you need a certain level of test, and different components like your age, whatever, affects your points. So if you're already cheated in age, or you're already, for example, you're 35 years old, you need to boost your point from other, because once you are 30 and above, you start losing 5 points each birthday. So 29 downward, you can afford to have 877 or 77 across band. You'll still be good. But if you're 30 and above, you know that you want to have the maximum. Like I aimed for the maximum, and I had a overall band of 8. I had 8.5, 8, 7.5, and 7, which placed me really well. I was 3 points short of the maximum score, so I was very well placed in the scoreboard, and I was good with that. So I didn't need to retake. I did very well in the first one. So that is it for that. And I need to add that if you're point deficient, like age factor, education factor, of course, if you have a master's degree, it gives you higher points than having a BSc. So you may want your husband to take the IELTS too and boost up the points, or your wife if the husband or wife is the primary applicant. I was the primary applicant, so my husband's call was to add to our points and boost it up. So my husband took the IELTS too and did his credential evaluation to help. So now we talk about the medicals exam evaluation. The process is to getting your medicals done. I waited till after my ITA. Some people do their own differently. Some people, as soon as they know that they are done with their WES, done with, that is when they were weekly draw. Like Canada used to every week, every Wednesday, come and say we need these people. We send out invitation to apply. Those times, once you know that you have gotten, like last week the point was 470, and by the time you got your WES and your IELTS, you saw that you were 480. Even before you get invited, you can go and book for your medicals, because the list is long. Like you can be booking in January and there's no date in February again. The only date is not from March, April, May, so it can be that bad. Some people were booking in January and they don't have dates for March anymore, so you may be only scheduled for April. And when Canada invites you to apply, IRCC now invites you to apply, they give you number of days. During COVID it was 90 days. It has been reduced back to 60 days. So you want to make sure that you're not under any pressure. You've gotten all these things checked out. So some people, once they know that they are good, well, come what may, I'll be getting an invitation by this Wednesday, they go ahead to book for their medical examination. But I waited till after my ITA and I booked for my medicals. Then it wasn't so bad. I booked in November, but I had a date for 1st or 2nd of December 2020. So we booked, and on that day that we're supposed to go, we went there to get our medicals done. Prepare to spend your day there. We have never left there anything less than 12, and we went there like 6 a.m. in the morning before they even open. 6-7 a.m. before they open, we're already outside, so that you get number and be in front. If not, you spend your whole day and help them to close that day. So we were there on time and we got everything we needed. You need your international passport, and yeah, for upfront medicals you don't need much. What we did was upfront medicals, but if it is Canada that asks you to go and do your medicals, you carry the medical request form and go there with you with other documents that they ask. They will give you the instruction and tell you what to come with, so there is no need to panic. You get there, they run all the tests, collect all the samples they need to. You go home, they'll give you an evidence sheet that shows that you have done your medicals, and then you go home. They will send the results to Canada. After a month or thereabout, depending on the workload, Canada will tell you whether you passed or not, and whether you need to go. Whether you passed or not, and whether you need to go back for remedicals. Or in some cases, if the clinic discovers something or something is not clear, like in your x-ray, in anything, they may ask you to come back and redo it before they send the second one to IRCC or to the Medical Council of Canada, whoever does the medical evaluation of the results they send. So if everything is good, the Canada will just send you and say you passed your medical examination, you're good, and then that is when they send you the biometrics slip instruction letter for you to go do your biometrics. Again, I'll just quickly add the biometrics process here because it's quite simple, same as the medicals. You just quickly pick it, register for a date. Unlike medicals, biometrics may have dates just like the next day available for you because it's like a 5-minute process. So they may have like the next day available for you. You just go register on their platform and apply for a date, whichever date is convenient for you, and time. You have to be there for your designated time. So you pick a time that is convenient for you within their operational hours. You go there and get your biometrics captured. Like I mentioned before, I paid for my biometrics during my application. So if you have paid during that time, it is perfect. They already have your data that you've paid. But if you did not pay in that time, you need to follow through the process of paying. I paid before, so I do not know the process of paying after, but I'm sure when Canada sends you the biometrics instruction letter, they will also send you a link or portal through which to pay for your biometrics. Then if you've done your payment, you can go on your designated date and get captured. 5 minutes as you're stepping out of office, you will see that it has been updated on your system that you have captured your biometrics, and it may take Canada like the next day whatever to say biometrics completed, or almost immediately to say biometrics completed. So that is the biometrics process. I just quickly had to throw that in to the medicals and the medical process and the IELTS process. So I hope you picked something from this video. If you know that you did, subscribe, like, share this video with someone who needs to know this process. Thank you so much for being here. Always so good to have you here. Thank you. Remember to leave your questions, your comment. Tell me something you need me to talk about. Tell me something I need to improve on. Just drop your comments. I will always appreciate it. Bye bye. Love you.